Yeah, as a journalist. Now, the next point we wanted to go ahead and talk about was
Bronny, man.
Bronny. So, Bronny James right now apparently has declared for the draft as well as entered the transfer portal. So, all that's saying is that if it doesn't work out for him in the NBA, being able to get a contract or a job in the NBA as a player, then he'll still be able to enter the transfer portal, have the flexibility to actually go play for a different team. Um, Personally, did you want to go ahead and give
Me
your?
personally, I think USC's program, the freaking, you know what? I'm gonna say it, USC sucks. It could be a powerhouse for, it could be like a powerhouse for NIL if it wanted to. And I'm gonna talk about USC altogether. Okay, first of all, the men's basketball 15 and 18, terrible. That's unacceptable. All right,
Crazy.
that's dog shit.
Mhm.
After that, the fact that they couldn't even make, I don't even think they made NIT.
No, with a 15
Yeah,
and
like
18,
there's been teams.
they don't deserve to be in at
And
all.
get this, one of the teams they beat, it was Seton Hall, and Seton Hall made it to the NIT.
Of course, yeah. No, see,
Like, bro, and no disrespect to Seton Hall, because you guys came in clutch on a couple parlays for me, but it's like that just goes to show you, bro. When you think about D1 basketball, you don't think about Seton Hall. No disrespect to the Hall at all, because they made it to the NIT. But you think of something like USC, UCLA, and they beat somebody like that, and then they have a terrible record. That just goes to show you how terrible they are.
yeah. Um,
All those past famous athletes, all the celebrities they could have, they could really build it nice. I mean, but the school's like right in front of the hood, isn't there? Something like that.
well, that's the thing. My thing is the USC probably gets all these people because they're in California. If they weren't in California, who would go there?
Hmm.
Who would go there?
Yeah.
Nobody. Nobody in their right mind. Like if you were to be like, we're the Trojans in the middle of of Montana, ain't nobody going out to Montana to play Trojan ball. Like your
Nah, brother.
program should be able to go anywhere in the country and just make noise like that. Now,
And be able to attract recruits.
exactly, especially when your sole proprietorship is
Yes.
to win, and you're not winning with all this talent that comes through in and out, and it just doesn't do well. I mean, USC football has probably been carrying USC more than anything else at this point.
And they be choking every year to Utah.
Jesus. So, but in terms of Bronny, I don't think he's. If I was Bronny, I wouldn't make. I'd rather go to the transfer portal, find somewhere else to go than try to go to the draft. I
Yep.
understand, this whole thing of playing with his dad and all these other things, but um, I would like if I was Bronny, I would be more concerned with showcasing my durability after
Yep.
having that heart scare. So playing more minutes, being on the court more, and actually making a positive impact on the floor, and then also showing that I'm able to do more than a 2 minute highlight reel of actually tying my athleticism together.
Yeah, he just got. If you look at his highlights, the majority of them come off with just like steals, fast break dunks, which shows that he's active on the defensive
Which
end.
is great. That's
But I want to see more of like the catch and shoot highlights.
yes,
You know?
exactly. And I think you would have to go to more of a school that could understand how to put you in that position.
Yeah, man.
Because
Which school do you think? The schools that got the best like catch and shoot highlights?
well,
Gonzaga for sure, Villanova.
so
freaking
to me, it wouldn't just be about catch and shoot. Like you need a place that
Develop?
like wins, and under that winning ship, we develop you so you can become a winner.
who do you who your
UConn would probably be the one of my number one spots because that coach, when he was giving that speech on the sideline,
mm-hmm.
he's like, "We got him right where we want him. This is where we bring the intensity. This is where we start forcing them to start making the mistakes. Them cats is dog tired, but at the end of that timeout, tongues was back in their mouth and their breathing was under composure. That's a place you need to be because you need to
UConn.
have a place that pushes the intensity.
UConn. I'd say Kansas. Bill
an-
Self at Kansas.
Another place, maybe Kansas. If
They developed the defensive mindset very well over there.
very well. I think was it who was in the Big
Houston.
12?
Houston.
God, I'm trying to remember.
Houston, hey, they're back. They're back too.
I mean, Duke or North Carolina wouldn't be bad.
Duke or North Carolina,
Um,
Villanova,
Villanova.
and Gonzaga for sure.
Sure.
Maybe Syracuse too.
No,
Because
no.
I think freaking Carmelo Anthony's son is going there.
I wouldn't. It's just more about the place you need to go that will actually test you and show scouts that you can overcome adversity.
Yeah, Syracuse
Like,
for
that's-
sure.
That's the number one. You overcome an adversity with longevity and resilience. Then all the athleticism coming together under it. It's naturally going to come together. Because you think about it, the more time you're spending on the floor, you're not nervous about your heart, and all those things that you're going to have to consider. But when you take that step outside that box, coming back from a health injury. Now your mind shift focuses on making plays defensively. Like he could invest into
Yeah, he's
becoming
good on defense. Like he's solid there.
and then offensively, because you're actually on the floor a lot more, you can start developing the flow. Because you don't have to think about your conditioning. You don't have to think about your health, right? You can just focus on playmaking.
Yeah, bro. What did that coach have going on over there at USC?
So, well, none of them know. None of them know. I mean, there's so much pressure with trying to. You have all these kids, who are these sons, right? But you have to put them. Like a lot of coaches probably don't know how to deal with that because there's a lot of pressure that comes with it. I mean, think about how many high school coaches probably didn't know how to deal with probably all those players that came in that are people's sons as well.
Right.
So it's a different ballgame when it probably comes to that. You're probably having to force some type of leniency. You can't push them the way you want to be pushed and all those types of things. But it's like those are the necessary things you have to chase after. Tennessee would probably be another school I'd probably go to.
Tennessee or Alabama?
Yes.
No Kentucky, though. No Kentucky.
Because I think probably Tennessee, if they keep everybody next year with NC State, probably go to NC State.
NC State, man. I don't even know if that was that a. Do you think that was a one-hit wonder Cinderella story?
No. Defensively, it's like defensively, you got to play these guys all 48 minutes. Like 48 minutes of pure purgatory. Like for them to turn it around on that run to go on like a 5-game win streak to beat out everybody, have a negative record, I believe, in the ACC conference like championship, like building up to the championship.
So they just
win all those games and then they just turn it around. I mean, it was the same thing with UConn with Kemba Walker. They went on
UConn was crazy though,
streak.
man. UConn was just different, man. Those UConn days with Kemba Walker.
But
man,
but now
Big
you
East.
think. Well, yeah, but I'm saying like.
Man, do you remember those days?
Yes, I do. No, those games were crazy because even that Big East.
Creighton would be kind of nice too.
Creighton was alright.
They would be a dark horse team.
No, they weren't really. To me, they really didn't get my attention until they had Dougie McBuckets.
McBuckets, yeah.
Yeah, McDermott was something else under his dad, just beaming people with the three.
Bro.
But I would probably go to Tennessee, or even then Tennessee or somewhere that just needs a better guy to facilitate the floor. Because offensively, I think if you can facilitate off just basic pick and rolls, you're probably going to get an extra 10 points plus the extra 4 points that you're getting off of steals.
Right.
That's 15 points right there that you're averaging.
Yeah.
And then whatever else. Do you need to go blow your nose real quick? I mean, I girdled this napkin all the way up. All right. What was the? We'll wait for Dre to come back, but yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think it's too soon for Bronny? What would you like to see out of him if he does decide to stay? And what type of points do you think he needs to prove when he goes to these NBA workouts?
I'd like to see Bronny most definitely at a better team.
Before going to the draft?
Yeah, better school up.
Even
agree. If it's not just like full of stacked with like all talent,
Yes.
Solid coach.
Yes. That'll actually push him to and build up confidence into him.
Right.
I think the confidence to get over that heart problem, then all those offensive and athleticism problems will just fall into place. Honestly, line up.